kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The run inside. It's sticky. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Might be changing the route. Lewis. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Buffaloes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. For the extra point after the first score of the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. defense. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
They'll give it to Joyner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Sticky. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
He wants to change this route. Here's Lewis to throw. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Lewis to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eakin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. He's got his man. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running inside, it's Dickey. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Hammond. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it. Turning it on! He's at the 10, all the way! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming, and then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense, and if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Makes a grab over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The run inside. It's Sticky. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Red Raiders will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Caught by Williams on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those center.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Quarterback making checks. Throwing. Lewis. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight him.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Using his legs, it's Sticky. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Bucs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
You've You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Hammond. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
And the Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and
he's taking the shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Williams open on the right side. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or...
Gets away from one, finds room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Looking to get it in. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making adjustments. Lewis. He's going to let it go. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 13 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Fighting Irish Keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they
sent it downfield. Pulls it in down the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Colorado! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. That's caught by Williams.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Maybe a crease. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by...
Snags it, and there's running room. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Red Raiders are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Red Raiders will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, it's Dickey. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
Texas Tech, 21.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Lewis to throw. Plucks it out of the air.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And the Buffaloes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Sweep.
They'll move the wide receiver. Lewis wants to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Lewis. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. Lewis from the gun on third down. Looking down the middle. What a grab with one hand. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Running inside, it's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Booster, booster!
Lewis. Caught by Williams on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Scanning the field, it's Hammond. He lets one fly deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback may change this route.
Hydro. Squad. Go.
Here's Lewis to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. On the ground, it's Young. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about.
Here's a little room there. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback keeps it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical fourth down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Sticky. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Direct snap. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David.